How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're talking about NIO stock. I hope you guys are having an amazing Friday. So we are right now, as of the recording of this video, in the pre-market, and NIO's in the red. So we're negative 5% or $2.55. NIO sold about 69 million total shares. 60 million in fresh ADRs, and also 9 million shares available to underwriters. So they're raising money, and they're doing that because they're also following what Tesla, Lee, and also XPeng Motors did last week when they offered shares as well. So check it out. An article by Market Watch is saying Tesla offered $5 billion worth of stock, and just recently, so this is their third time offering stocks this year. So they're in a crunch right now, raising money for future expansion and just innovation, like research, stuff like that. It's a healthy thing to do, especially if they're using that money to develop new technologies for their companies and just be more competitive with the other EV makers, because this is a highly competitive market. Now Lee and XPeng also did that. This followed XPeng because like I said, I made a video recently, guys, I think this week, at the beginning of the week, where I talked about XPeng selling 40 million new shares. That happened right at the beginning, so on Monday. And Lee also announced they were selling 47 million new shares. So this is pretty concerning. Right now, a lot of people are saying, if this is going to cause dilution for these companies. Well, last time they did this, it really did. I mean, it looked like the price dropped because of the new offerings and stuff, because the shares being put into the market. But overall, the stock recovered and actually went up. So the last time NIO offered shares, they were actually selling 75 million regular ADRs, and then they were offering an option to purchase up to 11.25 million additional shares with a 30-day window, basically. So this was on August 28th, and the price did tank. It actually ended up going down a bit during that time period. And what's funny to me is that, like, the fact that the same thing's gonna happen. It's gonna fall down in the short term, but I think in the long term, this is gonna be helpful towards these companies. It's gonna end up funding them. If you look at the price action recently, you can see that bears are in control. I mean, look at this red candle right here. Could go for a quick sell-off on Friday, and that could be extended to a few other trading days. It could even take the whole next week for us to start recovering. Who really knows what's going to happen? I just know from the last time they offered shares on the 28th, when they offered 75 million, the price did go from $20 all the way down to around the low 17. So something like that could happen, where we drop another 5% on Monday, and on top of a sell-off happening today on Friday. So this is going to be pretty bad for some holders, but we can get through it. We can actually survive this especially if you have a high average cost, like say you bought in at $50 or higher. This is your opportunity to actually lower your cost average. So definitely buy the dip, because it's coming, it's gonna happen. This usually happens and follows any stock offering that is in the millions. So yeah, this is definitely to be expected. I wanted to share this tweet that I found funny. When you buy 200 NIO shares at $10 each in a few months ago, and it's at $43 now on a practice account. Well, this is my plug right here. But I mean, if this is for you, if you want to start practicing before you actually get into the stock market and playing with real money, Webull is a platform that actually offers paper trading, which is essentially a practice account. It's a demo account, and you can get started investing with your phone or your computer. But here's the thing, though: if that's not for you, if you already have some experience, you just haven't used Webull, this is your opportunity. Get 4 free stocks for signing up. The link is in the description of my videos. It takes less than 10 minutes, and you can get 4 free stocks. This is a limited time offer. I don't know how long it's going to be here, but take advantage of that. Get your 4 free stocks. It's literally free money just sitting there. Also, another tweet by Dennis Coyle. So he said, "NIO, mark my words, cars will be on multiple continents in 2021, and Europe, you are next." My opinion, but I think it's bound to happen. And he's highlighting this article by the SEC right now. It's on their official website, but it says this is what NIO is basically saying, what they're going to do with their funding, with the money that comes from the stock offering. But they expect to use the net proceeds from this offering mainly for research and development of new products and next generations of autonomous driving technologies, sales and service network expansion, and market penetration. You guys heard that correctly. sales and service network expansion. So they're going to add in more battery swap stations and charging stations in their home country, and market penetration, so entering different markets internationally, and also corporate purposes, and the use of proceeds for additional information. So yeah, basically they're going to use that money to expand, hopefully, like Dennis Coyle said on Twitter, to multiple continents, starting Europe and then going to the US. But who knows? I hope that actually takes place soon, at least sometime during 2021, so we can get this price up to $100. And then NIO proposed 60 million shares, but I agree with this comment by saying it is a good thing. In my opinion, the company needs cash to grow. Without money, they're not going to be able to fund their research, and because all that stuff costs money. It's not cheap to do all that stuff. They can't just do that from the money that they secured during their IPO. They need more consistent funding so that they can keep growing and staying competitive with these other EV makers. Otherwise, they're just going to fade away. But look, China expected to see eye-popping electric vehicle demand in the next 2 years. So a lot of stuff on this article, you can actually pause it if you don't want me to read it to you. But basically, we believe EV demand in China is starting to accelerate, with Tesla competing with a number of domestic and international competitors. They're talking about the Chinese EV makers for market share, with the Giga 3 remaining the linchpin of success, which remains the prize that Musk and Tesla are laser focused on capturing. Strong Model 3 demand out of China remains a ray of shining light for Tesla, and appears to be an eye-popping run rate to hit 200,000 unit deliveries in the first full year out of the gates for Giga 3, which is driving some strength for Tesla, as well as Model Y delivery starting to ramp as well. We believe that the China growth story is worth at least $100 per share, and a bull case to Tesla as this EV penetration is set to ramp significantly over the next 12 to 18 months, along with major battery innovations coming out of Giga 3. So this is very bullish for the whole EV space in general. So because a lot of these sales are concentrated in China, so NIO and XPeng and also Li are doing really well by competing there first and focusing on that market, and then after expanding. So NIO is playing their cards right, guys, by focusing right now all their attention in NIO, their home country. They're doing pretty well. They're actually selling. They're the second most popular EV maker there. The first being Tesla. But IVES believes China could see eye-popping demand into 2021 and 2022 across the board, with Tesla's flagship Giga 3 footprint is a major competitive advantage. It also notes that the domestic players such as BYD, NIO, XPeng, and Li are also firing on all cylinders and should clearly benefit. So these are the companies that are also going to benefit from this EV space and transition into being an all electric economy and also all green, but because that's what it's on the agenda for a lot of these governments, the World Health Organization, like a lot of these organizations around the world, they want to go all green entirely. So that's their goal. So this whole going green is going to take a lot of cooperation from governments and countries as well. So when these world leaders get together, they think 5 to 10 years ahead, and that's what they're planning. So I think the companies that are going to benefit from this is NIO and obviously Tesla. They're going to be the ones that are going to be part of this new wealth transfer that's going to begin, especially because of what they're planning to do with reducing emissions, going green and stuff like that. This is going to be great for those companies. So based on just recent price action, you guys can see NIO literally went from being a $2 stock at the beginning of this year. It's actually around, let me go back here. It was under $3 for the most part, and then it just went all the way up to 57. So it's incredible how much this stock has grown in literally in 1 year. So I'm pretty excited about what's going to happen in 2021 and 2022, because this 2020 growth story for NIO is just the beginning. So I hope to see you guys in 2021, and I hope you guys are a part of this wealth transfer by receiving the dividends or rewards from holding on to these stocks. These stocks include obviously Tesla as well, because that company has been going up a lot. It didn't have that 10x move like NIO, but it still went up over 6 times in price, so in value. So that's impressive as well. But this is gonna keep happening. A lot of these companies are focusing themselves on being green entirely, like Webull as well as a fintech is going to benefit in the future. I've mentioned them a lot in other videos. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely leave a like and comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're new. Definitely hit the bell for notifications so you guys stay updated on future videos, and see y'all later. Peace out.